Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror Let's Go, the least enthusiastic Let's Go of all time. But today, I don't really know where we're going with this. I just hit customize playthrough. I should have hit quick play. But I think we'll kind of roll it like this. And item statistic randomization on. Even though it's like the worst detritus of my life, making every weapon worse. And we just have to find the one weapon that's good. The one piece is real. Let's see, we've got your seconds, knowledge. Just knowledge and dexterity, by the way, with light source. So we have an incentive to go to the HDF if it's better. But it's quite possible that it's just bad. And if it's just bad, then what do? I don't know. I almost want to get the, the police station lets us instantly kill the obsessed man, and it helps with doom management. But honestly, I kind of want to get the... No, I don't think I can justify the vending machine. I was thinking, like, maybe, perhaps, it would be worth it, because the brick is a relatively easy-to-obtain weapon. Oh god, we're really gonna do this again, aren't we? Yes, we are. No Moriko yet. There was Moriko. We saw her. She is here. Alright, we good? I think we're good. Now, what are we going to do? What are we cooking? I'm not entirely sure as I yawn. I took a nap today, and I hate taking naps. Like, I remember why I stopped taking naps. Because whenever you wake up from a nap, you just feel like you have every debuff in the game, man. Like, seriously. It's pretty nuts. Evolving Eel's moment? Okay. Now, we do need to get some sort of weapon. But you know what? Yogathag's given us the green light. He wouldn't betray us like this. No, no, no. So we're feeling pretty good about that. He's still giving us the green light. I don't know. That's a little sketchy. I don't know if I wanna go the green light there. But you know what? Okay. He's giving us the green light. He's our life coach. We gotta trust him. A molding old library. Now, we do need to A, get a weapon, and B, go to the freaking seaside once. But, you know, we're just kind of cruising along. We're now hallucinating, which is great. You love to see that. Just as like a little treat, we do a little hallucination as a treat. I mean, we still got the green light, I guess, so... Aww. The green light was bait? The green light was bait. You know what's funny, is if we had a weapon, we would fight this, but we actually don't. So, very funny moment there. There we go. Now we've got the green light to go buy a weapon of some kind. Now, what are we gonna do to get that money? I'm not entirely sure. I guess we just get cursed again. And then we get, like, a very bad debuff, and we're in pain. And then we go to the hardware store, and then it's there. But it's unusable, so we can't take it. That's also pretty bad. These are both pretty worthless. These are both pretty horrible. Like, this is borderline, like, this is not usable. I don't care that it's one fund cheaper. This is literally just completely unusable. You could never use this. You know, I think a flare gun would get hurt. And that is I mean, if you beat up a flare gun, it would get hurt. But I feel like being a human, you know, you might doubt my experience here, but being a human, I do believe that getting shot with a flare gun would actually hurt, but I could be wrong. You know what would be kind of cool? is if stuff like Can of Acid and Flare Guns were weapons that just did, like, low damage to normal enemies, but then they did high damage to, like, specific enemy types. Like, sort of like a super weakness. Like, if the enemy is weak to this weapon, then they're super weak to it, you know, something like that. That would be infinitely more enjoyable than this, at least with how the game's currently designed. Like, look at this right here. 2 damage to target enemy, 8 damage of Eldritch Plant for 3 funds and 4% Doom. Do you know how massively you would have to rebalance the game to make this, like, something that somebody would ever willingly take? Like, if you got this randomly, sure. You know, maybe you'll shoot a Wendigo with it, but, like, you know. Yeah, no, we can't take any of these. They're detritus. I'm just thinking, do I try to reroll for, like, Carpenter Hammer or something and hope that that's better? Or do I go with this and just, like, pray that... I think we have to go with the Monkey Wrench just because we can't afford to reroll the Doom that many times, you know? I mean, we're not gonna escape Yogathag that easily, right? Although, really, it's just, like, the seaside that is pretty bad right now. But we have to go to the seaside twice. So... it is what it is. There we go, you love to see that. We might as well not get, like, plus 4% Doom from the seaside. I mean, we could get that anyways, but you know what I mean. We do a little bit of ignoring it. At least we have some sort of sanity regeneration. We have to do this. Oh wow, we're making Yogathag mad no matter what, huh? Well, unfortunately, we gotta go against our life coach's advice right now. And, then the life coach is like, yeah, sorry, I made a mistake. Even I have bad days, you know. I wouldn't be a life coach if I didn't know what it was like to fail in real life, you know, so... everything's, and I mean, that's how you know he's a professional. He can recognize his mistakes, and then come back around. Now, if you don't mind, Kana, I really... I know that, you know, it's nice to wait for your friends at the hospital after parasitic eels burst out of their eye, but you do need to realize that the world is in active peril, and also Miku... I don't know if Miku would be the type to hang around the hospital. You know, she would probably just be like, alright, like, let me know when you get out of the hospital. I'm fucking off. I'm going to kick God's ass, loser. Found footage it is, by the way. Mansion Moment? Mansion Moment. We haven't gotten the sewing kit there in a hot minute. Also, the school is doomed? Like, could you stop, maybe? The school has been doomed every single time? I don't know what you want from me. I mean, 2% Doom sounds like the best thing in this situation, because we don't really have an alternative. I don't know why I clicked that button. It's like the first time in history I've ever clicked that button. But, we're gonna do a little bit of, hiding in the crowd, and then, against my better judgment, well, just get lucky, Lamau. Never lucky, always punished. Little classic 49% Doom, 48% Doom. We do a little responding. A little plus 3% Doom, you love to see it. 50% Doom, Mystery 2. Oh, you hate to see it. You do indeed hate to see it. We're dead. I'm dead? I'm not- you can't take peace of mind here, you can't. Okay, you know what? This is our second enemy, Tataru. I mean, can we just do it like this? And then you do it like this? Oh, you can do it like that. A little 15. 7 plus 7 is... But, anyways... We can take Doom. Or we can just do the luck check. Either one works. Oh, I love being masochistic, paranoid, hallucinating, and, oh, the word that I can't say, or I'll get another email from YouTube. Pretty good. Honestly, I think we're gonna take, Adrenaline, just because we need our combat to be better. And then we're gonna take Stamina, I think. Yeah, because with Maso, at the very least, we can... At the very least. We could have some security on our sanity, and you know what we're gonna do? Oh, you absolutely know what we're gonna do. We're gonna be farming those masochistic procs. You see a family member who you're related to. You can't help but smile. +1 sanity. World of Wholesome? Question mark? Down the hall and to the left. What the hell? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You do a little 70, you do a little 70, and then, oh, you prep it? They've never before seen something like this. I mean, that is 12. That is 12. I know how to number correctly occasionally as a little treat. I definitely am paying attention, by the way. Like, listen, sorry, the banter engine is on cooldown. Like, literally the entire last episode, I was just ranting about fucking Final Fantasy healers. And so we don't need a repeat of that right now. We do not. Mouse update, I tried it on, I tried it on the laptop. Pink mouse, purple mouse update. I tried it on the laptop. It's fine. Like, it's cheap. It is cheap plastic. I can't really say, I can't really say anything bad about it. It's, like, fine, you know? It's just completely fine. Like, you get what you pay for. It works, TM. And, that's good enough, actually. Is the meat cleaver good? No. No, the meat cleaver is just horrible. Like, here's the thing, right? The reason why I wish the stat change was more, like, radical, of, like, how crazy the stat changes are, is that if the stat changes swung more, then the weapons would, more often than not, be, like, actually fun to use. Because if you just swing them by, like, 10 points, a damage point, and then, like, their price, then more often than not, weapons are going to be bad. Right, like, weapons that are usable are going to be significantly worse. And so it's still the same, like, gameplay loop of finding the weapon that works and then sticking with it for the whole game. Because, like, you're never gonna scavenge a meat cleaver in Violent Vigil and then see it do, like, 8 damage with 100 speed, you know? Like, you're never gonna see that, so you never really consider it. And statistically, because the meat cleaver is bad, the fact that, like, any of its values being shifted negatively just makes it, like, literally unusable, even if the other values get a lot better, right? So it's just kind of a shame. I wish they could swing much more drastically. Like, we picked up this meat cleaver, it does, like, 9 damage, 120 speed with, like, a 100 hit chance. That would actually be fun. Like, that would actually be entertaining. It would still be bad, but then it could also swing in the other way, where you pick up a meat cleaver and it's like the destroyer of worlds, the killer of gods, you know? And I think that's probably the biggest missed opportunity with item random statistics. Now, if we can live through this, we'll be fine. But, uh-oh. I guess we just take the... No, we can't take the Doom. What does move towards the pyramid do? If that's stamina, I'll take it. But, you know, you really do hate the Boreal Expanse. Oh, it's a major injury? Who cares about that? Frostbite and broken bone? Boo-hoo. Well, actually, I do kind of care about that because that's strength. Well, no, frostbite is strength. Broken bone is, Oh, broken bone is also strength! You piece! Okay. Pretty bad, but at the same time... 85, 85? Can we do a little 85, 85? 85, 75? I think I can justify that, even if we miss. I think we can justify that a little bit. But yeah, no, we need to be careful with Doom. It's Mystery 3, and admittedly, we only got, like, 15% Doom on this Mystery. Still, though, you don't really want to... We can justify this. Even if we miss, as long as we hit 1, we're good. Yeah, I don't care, that's fine. I'm not worried about that at all. We need quick thinking, and we need +1 to knowledge. So as weird as this sounds, this is gonna be like a really risky... No, I can't justify the knowledge, actually. I gotta take stamina again. Like, I don't really care about our sanity, because our sanity's always gonna be terrible. But, our stamina could be a lot better, so we can work on that. But yeah, our sanity's gonna be completely fine. For the most part. I mean, it's not fine. Oh no, my 1 stamina, it's ruined. We're throwing the broken bottle anyways. And by that I mean we're absolutely discarding it. So yes, we could be at 9, which would be better, but you know. We'll discard the handcuffs, right? No, we're fighting Akamanto. Handcuffs are gonna be more useful. No light source and no weapon to see if, like, the torch got the best stats it could possibly get. I think if the torch got the best stats it could possibly get, it would still be, like, dog. So maybe it's not that important, but, now we do have to hope that we get a little bit lucky here, because we are playing kind of poorly, and we got a little bit unlucky. Do I care? Hasty Aid times 2 sucks, man. Hasty Aid times 2 is, like, pure detritus. I mean, we just lose the game if we go here and it says funds, so... Do we take that risk? Is this, like, one of the big risks that we take? I think it is. Because, like, we can't go get money from anywhere else, because using the prepare would be throwing, and we can't go back to the Witch's Tree. Yogathag really put us in a tight spot here. If it says funds, we lose the game. Oh, thank God. It did not say funds. If it said funds, we literally lose the game. Like, I don't know how to tell you that. Also, getting that Miku event is also like you just lose the game, so I guess it doesn't really matter. +1 knowledge. Hey, that's what we needed. Pretty happy about that. I mean, ideally, we would hit every coin flip. You know, what's the most you've ever lost on a coin flip, etc., etc. We hit every coin flip. We hit every coin flip. We're at 75 Doom. We're at 75 Doom. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it. But yeah, no. I mean, we are doing Akamanto, right? So assuming we can somehow get the health, we actually aren't gonna be... Seaside Moment? I mean, you gotta do it. You gotta give them what they want. You kinda hate to see that. But you gotta do it. You do have to do it to them. Because we're gonna have to rest. We are gonna have to rest, and we have to fight this thing. I do not care. I mean, we do 14 damage, and then we kill it with Desperation, sure. That's not necessarily how you want to handle it, but in... listen, desperate times, this is your last chance. It's your final chance, don't waste it, .mp4. Can we get the fuck out of this mystery, by the way? Oh, god damn it. I hate this. I hate getting Miku events, man. I hate getting Miku events. Like, obviously the art's great, so they're blessed, but, you know, it's not the best thing to see. Watch it, bub! Me about to bring a crowbar down on, Daffy Duck's head. Watch it, bub. I think we gotta take the -2, right? I think we gotta take the -2. Do we have fetid fumes? Actually, that does change things a little bit. Do we have fetid fumes? No, we don't. Okay, so we take the -2. And we pray to God that we don't get screwed, I think? I think we can only afford to go there once, right? +2, +2. I mean, that's actually not true, though. Because it's literally, like... It doesn't matter if we can afford it or not. What does decline do? Decline does... What? I have not declined in so long. If it does sanity damage... Yeah, we're looking at multiple events in one video. Decline is -2 stamina? What the fuck? So you gotta do that. But I mean, that in itself, like losing -2 stamina versus losing -3 stamina, like I think that is also like a you lose good day moment. You have to go +2 stamina here. And I mean, honestly, not taking that bottle of water, like forgetting to do that, might literally be the difference maker. We might actually just die because of one stamina moment. Now, of course, that's assuming that we get there. You gotta do sanity. Like, I'm sorry, you have to do sanity. And then you look at something like this, and you're like, what the fuck, Yogathag? Why did I do that? Why? That was the wrong button, and we're getting punished for it? I literally just threw. I thought I was gonna go rest. I thought I was gonna go rest. Oh, I went to the dog store. Oh my god. I thought I clicked off. Oh, I fell off. True. God, going to the store in this game is so punishing. Like, honestly, not, like, I'm so glad we went for the monkey wrench because we literally wouldn't even have gotten this far. Now, I'm thinking to myself, how the hell do you deal with this? And I think you lose. Like, we've already lost, so I guess there's no real point in trying this, but... Like... The fact is that we had, like, basically one shot. Oh my god, we got cut arm sinew. That's very unlucky. We basically had one shot at making it work, and I fucked it up because I misclicked. Like, if we got the healing here, and then Yogathag changed their mind and then let us go, then we would probably have won. But because Yogathag didn't do that, and we went to the dog store accidentally, and then we also got, whatchamacallit, owned by the ghoul. So we got +6% Doom and a really bad fight. Like, you don't have the resources to do that. Like, we just don't have the resources to do that. All of the weapons that we saw are just so bad. The monkey wrench is atrociously terrible. So... Like, I mean, like, 50 chance to hit with -20% is just, yeah, you can't, like, you can win, but you have to get kind of lucky. Oh my fucking god, did we really get this twice? That's so bad, man, that's so unlucky. And also, like, another thing, if we didn't get any of the, we got 3 Miku events, one of which was a repeat. If we didn't get any of those Miku events, we also win. Because think about it, we would be at, we would have +4 health, +4 stamina, and we would be at 90% Doom right now. So if you combine that with me not going to the dog store, we're at 86% Doom. I can rest twice here. We go from 6 to, I mean, we go from 6 to 10, and then we can win the fight. Like, that's actually pretty... Like, literally, we lost this game mostly because... Well, we lost this game for 2 reasons. One, because I misclicked and went to the dog store. And the other, because we got Miku's events 3 times. Like, Miku's events are so bad gameplay-wise. Like, they are so bad to actually get... Like, again, the art is based, and we love the art, but it just really goes to show you that, yeah, we would be at, we would have been at 86% Doom, then we go up to 92%? Yeah, we go up to 92%, we have 10 stamina. And then we just win against Akamanto. We got handcuffs, so our accuracy's slightly better. We've got a great brace for impact. Like, yeah, no, that's just sad. That's honestly just kind of sad. Like, there's no way you can run it back with the... Like, honestly, the Witch's Tree and the Monument changes, I actually kind of like them. Because I think they're one of the better ways to make the game hard. But, like, with, like, here's the thing. This is what I've said every time Harbinger of Doom has been made harder, and I stand by this completely because it holds true every single time. If you make Harbinger of Doom harder, the only thing that you're doing is characters who are, like, bad to mediocre to good get worse, and then the overpowered characters are the only characters that are, like, viable to play. Like, before all of the, I'm gonna say, buffs to Harbinger of Doom, before all the buffs to Harbinger of Doom, any character could be viable in Harbinger of Doom. But now, with the mode getting harder and harder and harder, it's like, your character either has to be viable, or your character isn't viable, right? Like, it is starting to get to the point, and obviously we did get, like, really bad luck with our weapons for the, random items or whatever, but it's starting to get to the point with how the game is being balanced that it's like, if you're not playing Toshiaki, Ayaka, Aiko, fuck, even Haru, because, like, Haru actually kind of fucks, but, like, if you're not playing Toshiaki, Ayaka, or Aiko, then you just kind of are at, like, a massive disadvantage for the whole game, and there's not really much that you can do about it. And, like, I don't know. I think that, from one perspective, I like the changes, because I think they've been, like, thematically appropriate. But on the other hand, I've been seeing, like, gradually, as time goes on and the game gets updated, it being less fun to play the characters that exist, right? Like, the amount, the fun character pool went from pretty much everybody but Yashiro to, like, 3 people, and maybe Haru. But maybe I just have Haru's Stockholm Syndrome from the Haru arc. But, like, I haven't done the tier list yet, but I think that when if the game comes out and Harbinger of Doom doesn't have many balance changes, I think I'm gonna just sort of be like, it won't necessarily be like who's broken, who's good, and who's bad. It would be like, who's viable in HOD and who's not. Because it's like, playing as Toshiaki, playing as Ayaka, playing as Aiko, playing as Haru even, you're having an infinitely easier time than every other character in the game. And God forbid you're playing a character like Miku, whose personal events are just, like, the worst rolls you could possibly get and make winning your run, like, 80 times harder. Like, just getting one Miku event is bad enough, because here's the thing. None of Miku's events have good outcomes for Miku. And maybe that's, like, some social commentary on how being a criminal is bad or something. I don't know. I always thought Miku was pretty cool. But, like, all of Miku's personal events fucking suck. Like, they're all bad for her. Now, again, the art is a banger, and we love the art. And, you know, thematically, from a story perspective and a writing perspective, they're good. The art is mostly the banger, though. But, like, yeah, I mean, we're just gonna fucking die. Like, what do you want me to do here? Like, we gonna rest? We gonna rest, and now we're at 97% Doom, and then Yogathag screws us, so we're at 99%. And then, I don't know, we just fucking die, I guess, because Yogathag got furious, question mark? You found the Stalker mask? What is this final log entry? The ghoul is right there? Log broke. But, wait, did Yogathag proc twice? What happened there? We're at 99% Doom. Oh, wait, because it's like, I get it now. It loaded the Yogathag getting mad before it loaded the Doom penalty. Yeah, okay. I get it. That makes sense. But, like, just real quick, alright? This is not like an official web tier list or anything. This is just, like, me not thinking about it for very long and just visceral reactions. But, like, which characters are viable on Harbinger of Doom? Not Kairi, after, like, the Kairi's bag nerf. It's basically unusable because it costs Doom. Aiko is definitely Aiko is definitely valid and viable. I was gonna say valid, and I'm like, valid doesn't make any sense. Viable is what I meant to say. Aiko is fantastic. She's a great character. Honestly, this is cope, but I think Haru is probably one of the few characters who's like really good, because the smonking is just OP, and you really only need like 2 to 3 packs, and you can, even with the nerfs now, you can still get about 2 packs per run, which is usually enough from your bonus starting. Mizuki is bad. I think I'm finally coming around on that, but I need to play more Mizuki to be sure. Koji, I actually think is getting a lot better, because, like, Perception is becoming a better stat because of the chainsaw and whatnot, but, and also his Prepare item is busted, but I think Koji's okay. Like, I think Koji would be at, like, the borderline of HOD viability. Mimi, I think with her minus max sanity, and the fact that the game's just, there's more damage and the game's becoming harder, I think she's, like, okay, but, like, not great. Like, I don't like thinking about it in, like, HOD viability, right? Because you used to be able to be like, oh yeah, any character can clear HOD pretty decently if you know what you're doing. Like, it's not gonna be a 100% win rate, but you can pretty, like, if you know what you're doing with that character, you can pretty consistently clear. But now it's become sort of like, some characters are way more reliant on RNG than others. So it's like, you know, like, Aiko, Moriko, Not You, Ayaka, and Toshiaki. Like, that's pretty much the only 4 characters that I would say are, like, super viable and, like, super good. Because they're all strong, right? You know, maybe you can include Haru on that list, I'm not entirely sure. But, like, Toshiaki is just, like, incredibly powerful. Like, you can make pretty much any build on Toshiaki work. Even though he starts with such terrible stats. You can do anything with Toshiaki. The minus 50% Doom is fucking crazy. And here's the thing, the Necronomicon is for the most part pretty bad, right? Like, Crudy's Kill is bad, Rage of Rogzul, or whatever it's called, is terrible. And then, like, Sheb's Surge is okay, but that's only because the effect isn't implemented properly, right? Like, it's 3% Doom for +1 to all of your stats. That's actually, like, usable, but the listed of, like, 5% Doom is, like, completely unviable. Like, it would be so bad if it actually worked in the way that the game intended it to. Like, if rules as written, Toshiaki would be bad, or at least specifically, Sheep's Surge would be bad, Chevy's Surge would be bad. And then what's the other one? The Cure? The Cure is good because it's a panic button, and having a panic button in this game is really strong, but the Doom cost is still really high, though, so it's like, the reason why Toshiaki is good is just because minus 50% Doom, when played properly, is like, you can almost, like, guarantee the victory, because minus 50% Doom lets you brute force so many things if you get bad RNG. Ayaka is the Apier, you know, she will tear you limb from limb with her bare hands, and honestly, slay queen. Moriko has a gun, and it's actually a good gun. And I mean, she's just got really good perks. Like, all in all, like, the worst part about Moriko is that her stats are, like, average, and average in Harbinger of Doom is below average because of the stat nerf. But no, she's still pretty good. Like, she starts with a good weapon, she has a build and skills that support that, basically, her perks and her stats support her build. So it's pretty easy to get rolling. And having a gun, the gun aspect of the build can kind of, like, brute force a couple of encounters that would otherwise be unwinnable in the early game, or even at the end game if you want to shoot, like, the Fertility Idol or something. And then Aiko just has fantastic stats, and she has bonus attack speed built into her kit, and she can get more when she levels up, and she has Hot Bath, and she has Running Shoes. So no matter how your Aiko run is going, you can pretty much just, like, guarantee that a perk, like, any Aiko perk that you see can pretty much cover a weakness that might be going on in your run. You need more healing, Hot Bath is incredibly good. you need to, like, for some reason you're having trouble with combat, running shoes used to be amazing, now it's just kind of good. Like, running shoes is her worst perk, and it's still good. It's just that Aiko is so strong that you rarely want to be running from fights, so it doesn't really make sense to take it most of the time. But if you're playing on Ill-Fated, or you're having a really bad early game, running shoes can be the difference maker. And Fast Swimmer is just amazing, right? Like, Fast Swimmer is really good. And I think that even with the Doom increased world that we've got going on, I don't see Miku thriving as much as she used to. I think when Doom raised slower, and Miku's overall, like, power curve was slower itself, I think she performed better back then. But that might just be because the game has gotten faster, and Miku is, like, a pretty bad early game character. So a lot of damage going out early is pretty bad for her. Same thing with Mizuki, too. But we can't really rate Mizuki until her, like, ability actually works, where it's like, oh, you know, she'll take -2 sanity or whatever for not having allies. Like, that doesn't work properly, right? Like, that's not implemented yet. So it's like, I don't really know what to think about Mizuki, because I think Mizuki is potentially really strong, especially with the new ally attack, and with Fame as well. But I think Mizuki requires too many moving parts. I think on the upper levels of, like, how ridiculous a character can be, Ayaka is at the top, but I think Mizuki could be near that, if I could, like, actually get, like, an accurate reading on her. But, you know, I think in, like, general playability sense, Mizuki probably needs the most help out of every character. Because she has some really good highs, but most of her gameplay is lows. And Kairi, I mean, Kairi is the character who, whenever I play her, the run always seems to become unhinged. Right, like, the run just seems to, like, completely fall apart, held barely at the seams. Kairi runs are unhinged, and I like that. I can respect Kairi, but I don't... I wouldn't say that she's a comfortable character to play, compared to, like, 90% of the other characters. Like, you can comfortably play any of the characters, but, I don't know. Anyways, what am I talking about? I don't know. Stay safe out there, have a good one, bye.